The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Detroit Lions.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Gets through and now an opening. There he goes left side.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 28 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second and 9 now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Lions at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Oh, good move. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second and 4. He's got it to Williams. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7. They're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They're going to look to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Achane. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, no, that's a good point.
Yeah, they've always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys right now.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Counterplay, here's Gibbs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Open man is Duvernay.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
That's taken in by Duvernay. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
61 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
That's how it's done. The owner is happy with that one. Woo! Woo! Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
What's wrong with you? Who is he throwing to? Who is he looking at? Oh! Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Isaiah Pacheco.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
His kick is
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw now on the final play.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On first down, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Reagor catches it left side.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 50 41 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He'll look to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
St. Brown motioning left.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Parker again, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
They'll run. Achane.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Still shedding tackles.
And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
there he goes, right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Pacheco once more, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
No, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 13. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they take a knee. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
122 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today.